here, okay?
Keep going, come on.
And now,
We're gonna show you game mode, that's all you have to say.
alright, now we're gonna show you. Now we're gonna show you part.
Piper Rockelle exposes the truth. Hunter was never her brother. It was all a setup. After years of confusion, rumors, and cryptic posts, Piper Rockelle just dropped the truth, and it's way worse than anyone thought. That man fans thought was her goofy older brother, he wasn't her brother at all. Hunter Hill was actually her mother's adult boyfriend, living in their house, filming her every day, and quietly controlling every detail of her life. But instead of being called what he was branded Big Brother Hunter, a friendly face for YouTube thumbnails. And while fans saw staged pranks and funny videos, Piper was living through something completely different. For years, people looked at Tiffany Smith, Piper's mom, as the ruthless manager behind the squad empire. She was known for drama, lawsuits, and for allegedly mistreating other squad kids. Names like Sophie Fergie and Gavin Magnus had already told their stories. So had parents, so had insiders. But Piper? She was the one who couldn't leave. While the rest could walk away from the chaos, Piper was stuck, trapped between a career she didn't fully control and the people running her life from behind the camera. Now, with Hunter disappearing from her channel, Tiffany facing a $1.85 million settlement, and Piper teasing her truth online.
Piper didn't directly do anything to me. She's a victim. But with that being said, there's a lot of bad memories that come from that and come from, you know what I mean? And that's like, at the end of the day, her mom, like, that's blood. So I'm not gonna, even mess with.
The internet is finally asking what no one wanted to say out loud. Was Piper the first victim all along? And the answer might be yes. Let's rewind. Hunter Hill was introduced to millions of fans as Piper's older brother. He showed up in videos constantly, crush challenges, vlogs, behind-the-scenes clips. He even directed content with other underage squad members, but from the beginning, it was all manufactured. He wasn't related to Piper in any way. He was Tiffany's boyfriend, a man in his 20s living under the same roof as a young teenage girl. And every time the cameras rolled, he was there, behind the lens, approving outfits, giving directions, editing the footage. The brother storyline wasn't just misleading. It was a strategic cover-up.
High school, played in Australia, okay, overseas.
I like that. You can shoot?
I can pass, but I can shoot too. Yeah.
I don't know. He doesn't have too much height. Are you sure
Hey, us short guys, we can ball, right?
Hard over height. That's what I always say.
Over height.
Best out of 5 competition. You just got to beat somebody that I'm going to pick. Is that cool?
You?
It's not me.
Who's the biggest man?
It's somebody a little smaller than me.
I don't know. I got the handles, dog. I
You
don't
got
know.
the handles?
I got the handles.
Oh, you're going to love this guy.
And
It made Hunter seem safe, familiar, harmless. It explained why he was around 24/7 without raising alarms. But former squad parents say they felt something was off. And when they brought it up, Tiffany brushed it off with the same excuse every time. Oh, he's just her big brother. That narrative kept the money rolling in. It sold fans a wholesome image. And behind the scenes, it gave Hunter total access to Piper and power no one should ever have over a child's career. Hunter had all the logins. He decided when videos went up. He picked thumbnails. He chose who got featured and who got pushed out. If Piper wanted a break from YouTube, Hunter could delay uploads and tank her growth. If she disagreed on a video idea, he could publish it anyway. One clip shows Hunter directing Piper in public, clearly filming even when the cameras were supposed to be off. This wasn't creative support. This was manipulation disguised as management, and the other squad parents, they saw it, they knew, but they stayed quiet. Why?
So nice. It's on your nose. Oh! Hunter.
What am I saying? Afros.
You have to develop it before you put it on. And then...
that's a nice afro.
Let's see. Okay, ready?
Because Hunter's edits made them rich, views over values every single time. For Piper, this control meant there was no boundary between her personal life and her brand. Hunter wasn't just her cameraman, he was her gatekeeper, her filter to the outside world, her mom's boyfriend. There was no version of her career that didn't involve him. And what they created together, that's what really made fans sick. Piper's channel leaned into content that was clearly not age appropriate. Crush challenges, fake relationships, thumbnails and titles that made her, a literal teenager, look way older and way more suggestive. Every time, Hunter was behind the scenes, picking shots, editing expressions, approving final cuts. And Tiffany, she didn't stop it. She encouraged it. Because the more flirty, risky, and outrageous the content became, the more money they made. One fan summed it up perfectly in a documentary comment. Why were there cameras in the bathrooms and bedrooms? Even if they were security, it's still wrong. It was beyond wrong. And Tiffany's role in all this? It wasn't passive, it was predatory. Since Piper was 9 years old, Tiffany had been pushing her into bizarre and uncomfortable content.
I felt pressured and uncomfortable by Piper's team to do some of the things. For example, they tried to put me in a love triangle with a boy I didn't know, and I was gonna be that girl that has to fight over a boy with another girl, and it was just gonna be a competition to be with a boy, and it was just like really dumb. And I'm only 13. I don't think I should fake a relationship this early. Like, who wants to go through that?
These weren't one-offs. This
Bath challenges, syrup-covered stunts, thumbnails that sexualize childhood. She once joked about being the pimp of YouTube. She told people she was making kiddie adult videos and laughed. By the time Piper was 13, she had over 8 million subscribers and was pulling in more than $625,000 a month. But Tiffany didn't stop there. One former squad mom said Tiffany asked her to mail Piper's used training bras to men who wanted to smell them. Another said she made disturbing comments about her daughter's body and even tried to touch her in ways that crossed lines. These aren't isolated stories, and Netflix's Bad Influence doc even featured former squad member Clementine Pfister, who said she left after Tiffany tried to force her into uncomfortable content at just 13 years old. This was never about fun. This was a business model built on exploiting a child star. Stage drama, risky thumbnails, fake breakups, all leading to one goal. Keep fans obsessed and keep the millions flowing. And now, Piper is just months away from turning 18. One viral comment said, "Mark my words, there will be a link posted the same day. This whole thing's been leading up to it." And with Piper already posting on Brand Army, a platform similar to OF, and collaborating with creators known for edgy content, the writing's on the wall. This isn't speculation, it's a pipeline. And Tiffany's just waiting for the green light. But if you thought that was bad, it gets darker. During squad filming, Tiffany would put on a creepy cat persona called Lenny and use it to bully the kids.
Lenny's voice, Tiffany said Lenny's voice, she said, "Wait, Reese, don't go." And I was like, I'm getting out of here. Like, I want to leave. I want to get out. And she grabbed me, I don't know, by my waist or like my legs or like my throat or whatever, I don't remember. But she grabbed me. So I ran to her bathroom. I locked myself in there. And I was just sitting there. And then she said, Tiffany said in Lenny's voice, "Reese, I have my pants down. Do you want to come look?" And I said no.
She'd mock their looks, crack adult-themed jokes, and make fun of their insecurities, all while Hunter recorded and laughed. None of it was edited out because humiliation equals engagement. And Piper, she wasn't protected. She was mocked. One clip still haunts fans today. Piper is visibly uncomfortable as her mom mocks her in front of the squad. You can see the anxiety in her eyes. And Hunter keeps filming. But the worst part is what happened when the cameras stopped. Piper cried off camera, begged to stop filming, but she couldn't. If she tried to slow down, Tiffany would threaten to cut her off financially. Hunter would tell her she'd be replaced. They kept her in content houses, away from old friends, surrounded by squad kids just as dependent on them as she was. There was no way out.
Piper, are you almost ready? It's 4:45.
Okay. What are you doing? Trying my settings right. And you want to step off my
You're a mess.
Former member Sophie Fergie said she and Piper were real friends before the Empire took over. And when she saw what was happening, she left. Fans have gone back to Piper's old vlogs, and now they say the signs were always there. She looked exhausted, worn down, emotionally checked out, like she was surviving, not living. And that's where the whispers about Hunter's disappearance start to make sense. Fans don't think he just moved on. They believe something happened, and Tiffany's doing everything in her power to keep it quiet. But here's what fans can't forgive. The other parents knew. Even if they didn't see everything, they saw enough, and still, they let it happen. because the squad was printing money. As one fan wrote, any parent who let their kids stay in that environment should be jailed, period. And Piper, she didn't even have one parent protecting her. Tiffany ran the business, Hunter enforced it, and the system kept rolling.
Camera. So were you and Piper true friends off camera?
Yes, like I would say like we were very locked in. Like I honestly didn't care to be in videos. Like that wasn't like my thing.
Yeah.
But like the first video I did, she actually asked me to be in the video. And I was like, okay, like I wasn't really into it. Like you can watch the first video, I'm shy.
Even now, with everything crumbling, Piper won't speak out against Tiffany. She told Rolling Stone she's afraid they'll take her mom away. That's not loyalty, that's trauma. When your abuser is your caretaker, your paycheck, and your only family, silence isn't protection, it's survival. So if Piper's still standing by Tiffany, it's not because she thinks nothing happened, it's because she doesn't know what life looks like without her, but the countdown has begun. And if Piper breaks the silence, it won't just end a brand, it will shatter an entire machine, one built on control, fear, and exploitation. One that YouTube let grow for years unchecked, one that profited off of a child who never got to be one. If you watched this far, you already know. This isn't just drama, it's a warning, and it's not over, so do something like this video. Share it with someone who needs to hear it, subscribe for part 2, and drop your thoughts in the comments. We're reading everyone. We'll see you on the next one.